What is up, my fellow writing addicts? I'm Marissa.
And I'm Haley.
And today we're playing The Hollow Woods. Oh, I am so excited.
You've been waiting to do this for a long time.
No idea. It's been so long.
So
I haven't had it that long.
What is The Hollow Woods?
Almost put it down. So The Hollow Woods is a card game. I'm actually going to pull out one of the cards in case you guys can see it. This won't be the ones we actually use. Come on out. And essentially it's a storytelling game. Here's an example. For the overshot one, I'll just set that in between. And what we do is, there's a few games attached to it. You'll see it in the guide. But the one we're doing today, naturally, the one...
Because we'll probably do more later.
Yes, since there are like 4 and I can't actually remember anything. It is called Myriad Mysteries.
Ooh.
And it's between 2 to 4 players.
5.
I want to be right, y'all. She's right. 2 to 5. I'm thinking of dire consequences.
Yes.
So the point of this game is that each of us get 4 to 5 cards. We have 5 because we're overachievers. And we get to create a story, and it's up to you guys to vote which one you like the best. She's lying. It's me that's going to win. So we have... okay, each of us have seen our own cards. So we know what order they're in. I have no idea what she has, though, and vice versa. I'm really interested to see what she got. Because these cards are fun. Oh my gosh. And I guess without further ado, we'll play rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I should have known better. You always start with scissors. I literally just thought, not scissors. Wait!
I mean, if you knew that and you put up with rock, it'd been perfect.
I know, but that requires being smart.
You are smart.
Anyways, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You know what? I will go first.
All right. Well, that's good, because that's what I wanted anyways.
Move your cards.
Okay.
Okay, so our story begins with a woman. She is in a forest, and she's asleep, and she wakes up all alone.
Oh.
I know, so sad. And she wonders, where the fuck am I? And she needs to find her way back, but she also has like no memories of what happened before. She's vague memories of a place. It's like a good feeling, thankfully, but like, where am I? Who am I? Where do I go from here? So she stumbles about in the forest. Thank God it's not nighttime because she wouldn't get very far, would she? And she stumbles upon a little tavern, like the Ugly Duckling Entangled. And she goes in and she tries to cry in for help, but no one answers her. They just ignore her. All these peasants, I guess, I wouldn't call them ruffians, that's just rude, but all these normal folk are just drinking and eating, and it's so loud that she thinks no one can hear her. And they can't. They've been in a bar, it's loud. So she leaves, not getting anyone's attention. And she walks for a long, long time until she finally comes across someone who can see her. And it's a little goblin dude. And she goes up to him and his weird mirror that shows a different reflection than what it is. And she's like, well, it's not very smart, but like, I gotta get answers. So she walks up and she goes, who am I? Do you know? Where can I get help? Also, what the fuck's up with your mirror? And he cackles. He goes, oh, I know what happened to you, but you won't believe me till you see it for yourself. Follow this path, and a path opens up. It'll take you to where you need to be. She goes, okay, weird as fuck. Let's keep going. So she takes the path, because what else can she do? And she comes upon a woman mourning. And there's a figure. That's actually her. But she's mourning, and she realizes that she's actually a ghost this whole time. Yeah, it's very spooky. She's actually been dead. She walks up to the mourning woman, and she says, who was I? And she explains that she was once a courageous queen who wandered into the forest to defeat an old foe that was threatening her kingdom, instead of letting the knight that was supposed to go there for her. And if she follows all the way up the hill, she will see the knight that is now, I guess, petrified, because, you know, why not? Waiting for his queen to return victorious, even though she never, ever will. There's the kingdom in the background. He's waiting, and she ain't coming back. It's a tragedy.
So sad.
So sad.
So sad.
Here. Thank you.
Look at this beautiful spread.
It's so beautiful, even though this is a little off. Well, Haley, it's time for your turn.
All right.
I expect tears. I expect laughs.
I hope you know.
I'll be trembling in my seat.
I only have a vague idea of a story.
Unacceptable.
So, yeah, I'm totally gonna bullshit this the entire time.
So, remember that, viewers. I actually planned it out. Bullshit.
Yeah, it'll be so embarrassing for you when I win.
Audacity.
Alright. First and foremost, there once was an old lady who lived in a forest.
Kind of looks like an old Mother Gothel, actually.
Well, she's an old lady. You see, once she was young and beautiful, and she married and had children and all that good stuff. But then she grew old, and the husband's like, you ain't that pretty anymore. Bye. And her children has grown up, gone away as they do, and they kind of just never call. So, yeah.
Depending on when this takes place, I don't think they physically can.
Whatever.
But they don't write. Let's go along with it.
They don't visit, they don't write, they have their own lives. And so she ended up all alone, and she became kind of the crazy the old crazy lady of the town. And she's been ridiculed. So she left, and she just lived in a cave by herself. Think like Shrek with his swamp, but she has a cave.
But stone.
Yes, where she lived all alone. But you know what? She found that she was happier this way. Like, who needed, her bullshit husband, who just ditched her once she became unattractive? Who needs her children who apparently didn't care enough to just go and hang out with her? Like, she wasn't even a bad parent. She was pretty cool. But they kind of just went and forgot her. So she's just enjoying living by herself, not having to worry about society or having to, make herself look pretty for someone or anything. She was just living her best life. And she's been in that cave for many, many years. Until one day, Death came knocking at her door. He says, "Dude, you pretty old by now. Your time has come." And she's like, "No, it is not my time yet. I refuse to die." Because you see, like any normal human being, she's afraid to die. So she just refused. And Death is like, "Well, you got 3 days. I'll let you have that much, okay? I feel kind of bad for you." I know, right? I mean, she lives by herself. I mean, might as well.
He shows up. You got no man. You got no kid.
Yeah.
You got no cat.
Yeah.
Fine, you get 3 days.
Yeah.
You're missing 3 key elements to your life.
Yeah. She's not even a crazy cat lady. She didn't have cats.
She's just the old crazy lady
Yeah.
in a cave.
Yes. So yeah, he gives her 3 days. How the woman decides to spend her 3 days. She doesn't spend it living her best life. She doesn't spend it getting revenge or anything. No. She's like, I'm not dying. So she goes on this quest to go find the key to immortality. I think I switched this up.
Well, now's your time to fix it.
Yes, I did. Alright. The key to immortality. She steals a horse. She goes in the accounts, steals a horse, steals a sword, and goes on this epic adventure where she goes to find the Goblet of Immortality. But alas, throughout the journey, she finds that there is no Goblet of Immortality. And so Death comes again, and he says, your 3 days are up. And she says, no, I refuse. And Death is like, it's going to happen no matter what. So she runs away, scared, trying to avoid everyone and everything, avoiding any way to possibly die today. But alas, it is futile, for she eventually falls into the pit, loses her sword, her horse, even her horse ditches her.
I don't know.
I know.
Okay.
And then...
Bitch horse.
Yeah.
Fuck you, right? I'm out.
And as she's in the pit by herself, no family, no husband, not even a cat, about to die, lonely, she has one last hope. She's not dead yet. So she attempts to get up with her broken bones, tries to drag her way out of the pit until the ground starts rumbling. And she looks up, and there is a giant, and he steps down, and she is no more. And so the moral of the story is you can't escape death.
Especially if death himself shows up to say, hey, your time, it's stopping.
Yep. I mean, he was nice enough to even give her some extra days.
Yeah, he probably was like, she's being a bitch about it. Looks into the future, sees that she gets squashed by a giant. You got 3 days.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Wasn't it a great story?
Oh yeah, I'm tears rolling down my face.
I know. I love how we both have done tragedies.
Okay, isn't that our MO though? Like,
yeah.
The second it's just like, ooh, what are you gonna do? A tragedy.
I mean, we're not happy writers. You're not gonna
mean, I'm happy. I get to slaughter everybody.
Well, okay, we're happy, like emotional, but our books aren't.
No, it's not.
Our books are, yes, anything we write, sadness and despair.
I think I have like one book that like remotely ends happy. Oh no, it's a short story. And even then, it still has like a death's coming. We're all fucked, but right now we're happy.
Yep. So, you, viewer or viewers, if you're watching with your friends, hi.
Vote collectively.
Yes.
Debate amongst yourselves.
Which story was the best? Why don't you put that down in the comments below? And make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see you on the next episode. Well, not episode. I'm still in podcast mode. Next video comes out. Also, check us out on Twitter at writing_addicts and facebook.com/writingaddicts. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.